When I was married to my covert narcissist ex-wife, again, I want to reiterate that this woman was 100% covert narcissist, which means that there is nothing outside of the behavior of a covert narcissist that she would ever do. Especially once she got healthy, got her teeth fixed and everything, brain scans, all that stuff. Her personality was 100% a covert narcissist. So she actually got incredibly worse when her brain got healthier. Because a covert narcissist is much like a psychopath. It's not a disorder. It's the actual behavior of the brain, which is scary. So when I was married to her, she would lash out, just lash out, and tell me something that she would just make up out of nowhere. I would tell her an interesting interaction I had with someone that day, and she would say, "What?" and just make up a story on what that person did afterwards, and how it led to these issues with them and their friends talking about it. And how, I'm like, "What? You know them and talk to them? What are you talking about?" She's like, "Well, no." I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" I was shocked. I was like, "Wait a second." I was like, "You're telling me that you just immediately made up a full story correcting me and yelling at me about someone you don't know, and made up this whole thing like it was a fact, like you know them personally and they told you and start yelling at me about a completely absurd story that clearly would not happen?" "Well, you don't know if it didn't happen." I was like, "Stop. If you know that you don't know anything about it and you know you're lying and made it up, that means that you know you're lying and made it up." I just couldn't get it through her head that when you lie and you intentionally lie, it means that you are lying intentionally. But no, because it's her who did it. It meant that she was speaking this truth into existence. Somehow I was wrong. This behavior, again, is common with people that have very bad disorders. Again, there's no such thing. I'm seeing this guy on this thing. What was it? I'm seeing this guy, Batman on a cartoon. He said, "You're a psychopathic narcissist." I was like, "You mean a narcissistic psychopath? Which is already part of it?" Because narcissism comes with psychopathy. If you have psychopathy but not narcissism, you're not a psychopath. And I want to clear that, as far as when I speak, as far as when I use these words, as far as narcissism, covert narcissism, psychopathy, sociopath, I mean it by its actual term, the definition, as far as psychologically. I'm not just throwing it out there. But with narcissistic people that are very abusive, that will fall into a category like covert narcissism or psychopathy, I found that behavior to be common. Them yelling at you and correcting you on something they know nothing about. And they will do it with such confidence and rage, as though they know for an absolute fact, like they're not expecting any correction at all. And it's really weird, because it goes to show you they're almost like their godness. Like they know all, they say all, they do all, they speak all, you know what I mean, into existence. But anyways, just something that I noticed or really realized recently. That guy needs to fix his subwoofers. They are broken. That sounds terrible. Like they're clearly ripped. I would not be playing the bass up when my subwoofers are actually ripped and you could hear the tear in it. Anyway, what you gonna do?